Good morning, students. In previous class, we discussed about intervals as subset of R. Okay, and one first is closed interval. Closed interval is to be discussed. Closed interval is discussed. Okay, in closed interval, let a in closed interval two number a and b, two given real numbers such that a is less than b, then the set of all real numbers x such that a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b is called a closed interval, and it is denoted by in a square bracket. This is called closed interval. Okay, thus in closed interval ab is equal to the set of x belong all real numbers such that a is less than equal to x less than equal to b. This is called closed interval. Okay, this topic is discussed in previous class. Now today we discuss about open interval. Open interval. Okay, similarly let's see, if a and b are two real numbers, are two real numbers lying two real numbers such that a is less than b, then the set of all real numbers x satisfying a less than x less than b is called an open interval. And it is denoted by ab, or this is also known as open interval. Okay, this is also called open interval, and it is also represented as in this way. Okay, both are indicated as open interval. Okay, thus an open interval ab is the set of x such that belongs all real number such that a less than x less than b. This is called open interval. This is also expressed in this way. Okay, this is also an open interval. On the real line, an open interval ab may be graphed as let's see, plus infinity, that is minus infinity, and open interval is a whole type. Okay, an open interval as ab. Okay, on the real line an open interval may be graphed as in this way. Okay, so let's one more time. Here let a and b are two real numbers such that a less than b, then the set of all real numbers x satisfying the condition a less than b less than a less than x less than b is called an open interval, and it is denoted by in this ab, small bracket ab, or in open end of the square bracket. Okay, open interval. In both ways we represent an open interval. Okay, thus an open interval ab is expressed as the set of all real numbers such that a less than b less than a less than x less than b. Okay, okay, for example, let's see an example. Suppose there an open interval 1 2 is expressed in this way: x such that x belong all real numbers such that 1 less than x less than 2. Okay, here this is a, this is b, and a less than b. So an open interval in expressed in this way: x belongs to real numbers such that a 1 less than x less than 2. Okay, yes. And one thing, one this is the set of all real numbers lying between 1 and 2, excluding the endpoint, in 1 and 2 are excluding. Okay, this is an infinite subset of R. This is also an infinite subset of R. This is an infinite subset of R. Okay, now we discussed another type of interval is called semi open or semi closed interval or semi closed interval, semi open or semi closed interval. Okay, let's see. If a and b are two real numbers such that a less than b, then the sets let's see in the next page. Then the sets a b is equal to x belong real number such that a less than x less than or equal to b, and a b is equal to x belong real numbers such that a less than equal to x less than b. Okay, are known as semi open or semi closed intervals or semi closed intervals. Okay, and here a b is also denoted by in this way. Okay, in this way, and ab is also denoted by in this way. Okay, because of you know that an open interval is also represented by in this way. So here open side is represented as in this way and here in this way. Okay, so semi open or semi closed interval are expressed in this way. Okay, yes. Now on real line, let's see. on on real line, these sets may on real line these sets may be graphed as may be graphed as in this way. In this way, look at this: 0 plus infinity plus infinity, here minus infinity. One side is there is first one open is whole, and this is dotted, b is end. Okay, this is s and this is b. Okay, on plus infinity minus infinity 0. Now here a is closed, so this is dark a, and here b is open, this is semi closed. Okay, in this way. Okay, this is very important topic for all students. Okay, now one important thing is here, please note that the number b minus a in any interval, either closed interval, open interval, or semi open or semi closed interval, the number b minus a is called the length of the length of any of the intervals a b or ab. Okay, the number b minus a is called the length of any of the interval this. Okay, this is very important for all. Okay, now let's see some examples based on these intervals. Okay, let's see some questions. Write the following subsets of R as intervals. First one, x such that x belong real number -4 less than x less than or equal to 6. Okay, second, x such that x belong real number and -12 less than x less than -10. Okay, third one, x such that x belong real number comma 0 less than or equal to x less than 7. Okay, and fourth one, x such that x belong real number 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Okay, this is the question, and in this question write the following subsets. Write the following subsets of R as intervals x such that x belong real number -4 less than x less than or equal to 6. Second one, x such that x belong any real number, comma -12 less than x less than -10. Third one, x such that x belong R, comma 0 less than or equal to x less than 7. Here x such that x belong real number, and 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Achha. And also one thing is add, also find the length of each interval. Length of each interval. Also find the length of each interval. Okay, now let's solve first question. Okay, take first question and solve it. Solution of first question. First question is x such that x belong real number, comma -4 less than x less than or equal to 6. Okay, we write the given subset as interval. Okay, here we observe that here -4 is open end and here 6 is closed end. Okay, so here we write in this way. Open end is -4, so -4, comma here closed end is 6, so in closed interval in this way, so the required interval as open end -4, comma 6 as a closed interval. Okay, and length of interval and length of interval is, you know that b minus a, here b is 6, a is -4, so 6 minus -4, that is 6 plus 4, which is 10. This is your length of interval. Okay, now take another question and solve it. The second question is x such that x belong real number which is -12 less than x less than -10. Okay, now here we observe that -12 is open end and -10 is also open end, so this is the open interval which is -12 -10. Okay, and required length is b minus a, b is -10 minus a means -12, that is -10 plus 12, which is 2. Okay, now take third question. Third question is x such that x belong real number 0 less than equal to x less than 7. Okay, let's see. Here 0 as the end of closed interval and 7 as the end of open interval, so we can write 0, 7 in this way, 0, 7, or also in this way 0, 7. We know that Recently just we discussed open interval is also represented as in this way. So both are correct, both are correct. And required length, required length is 7 minus 0, that is 7. This is your answer. Here answer is 2. Okay, now we take fourth question, last. X such that x belong real number, comma 3 less than x less than equal to 4. Here we observe that 3 and 4 both are at the closed end, closed interval. So we can write in this way 3 and 4 as both are closed end, both are closed end. And required length of interval, required length is 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3, which is 1. This is your answer. Okay, so dear students, we solve all the problems based on intervals in this way, right? Take some another questions based on intervals. Take another question. Write the following, write the following intervals in the set builder form, in the set builder form. First one, minus 7, 0, both are in open interval. Second, both are in closed interval, 6, 12. Third one is semi open interval. Okay, and 4, 1 semi closed interval. Okay, we write all the following intervals in the set builder form. Now we take first question. First question is minus 7 and 0, both are in open intervals. Okay, so we write this interval in set builder form in this way. Look, here we write minus 7, 0 is equal to x belong real number, x belong real number, or in this way, x such that x belong real number, both are in open interval. So we write minus 7 less than x less than 0. Okay, this is in the set builder form. Okay, now we take second question. Second question is 6, 12. 6, 12 both are in as closed interval. Okay, so we write x such that x belong real number, and here 6 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. This indicate that as a closed interval, just I discussed. Okay, so closed interval represent in this format. Okay, now we take third question, which is semi open interval. Let's see third one is 6, 12. This is the semi open interval. This is the semi open interval, and this is represent as in this way: x such that x belong real number and 6 as open end, 6 less than x, and this is as the closed end, less than or equal to 12. Okay, so this interval represent as the set builder form in this way. Okay, now we take last four question. Last four question is -20 and 3 as a open interval. Here this is the semi closed interval, and this is represent as in this way: x such that x belong real number and -20, 20 as the closed at the closed end, so we indicate that in this way: less than or equal to x less than 3, because of 3 as the open end. Okay, so we solve all the questions based on intervals in this way. Okay, so dear students, you solve all the questions of your NCERT exercise based on closed interval, open interval, semi open interval, or semi closed interval. Okay, it is clear. Now we discuss next topic. And the next topic is universal set. The next topic is universal set. Okay, in any discussion in set theory, there always happen to be a set of that contains all sets under consideration, that is a superset of each of the given set. Such a set is called the universal set. Okay, yani it means the universal set is a superset. It is a superset of each of the given sets. Each of the given sets. Such a set is called the universal set, and it is denoted by capital U, Thus, a set that contains all sets in a given context is called the universal set. Okay, a set a set that contains all sets in a given context. In the given any context, a set that contains all sets in a given context is called the universal set, and it is denoted by capital U. Okay, now we solve the problems discussion on the universal set in next class. Thank you.